course, peep the Straw Hat. One Piece is either my first or second favorite manga of all time. I've been reading Berserk recently. I'm like chapter 265 of that, and that might take its throne in my subjective opinion, but so far, I don't know. I can't really put one above the other. I guess I'll have to finish Berserk before I say anything. But there's the Straw Hat, and then up here we have One Piece itself. We have One Piece Romance Dawn. This is the one-shot for One Piece. This is what Oda gave out to Jump before he started writing it. And I think that's how that works. It's just a prototype to get it approved or not for the magazine. You know, I need to read Bakuman to figure more out about that. But I have some Fairy Tail stickers here. Fairy Tail's pretty fucking garbage, but I enjoyed it. So, of course, though, One Piece, we have 1 to 11. That's East Blue. East Blue is pretty good. Actually, I'd say East Blue's great. It's better upon reread, because I've reread and rewatched East Blue a number of times. And, you know, every single time I do, it just gets better. Not just because of foreshadowing and Easter eggs, but because of the emotional value behind everything, especially the stuff with Arlong Park. Arlong Park, holy fucking shit. That shit is awesome. Whenever Luffy puts the straw hat on Nami's head, it's a beautiful moment. And honestly, I think Arlong Park and East Blue in general is better in the anime, but I cannot say that about New World. But then moving on from East Blue, from volumes 12 to 23? Yeah, we have 12 to 23, we have Baroque Works, and Baroque Works is, you know, I like it a lot. I didn't like it whenever I first got into One Piece. I didn't really like the anime's pacing in some of it. I remember specifically watching when Vivi was, like, getting trampled by all the people running past her and no one would listen, and I just didn't like that part. I was in my 8th grade history class, and I wasn't really having a great time. But then I started reading the manga, and oh my god, Baroque Works is so much better. I really like the crocodile fights, and especially how Robin joins the crew. And, you know, it was a pretty solid arc. I'd say East Blue's better. Skypiea, volumes, I think 23 is Skypiea, right? No, I guess it's not. Okay, so Skypiea's volumes 24 to... Oh, wait, I'm stupid. 24 to 32, because despite 32 saying Water 7 on it, it's still part of Skypiea, or at least part of the volume is. I'm pretty sure the majority of it is, but, you know, I haven't read it in a while. Skypiea is pretty good. It's when a lot of people start losing interest in the series. Wait, okay, for some reason, I didn't cover this yet. I don't even know what this is. Okay, One Piece Strong World. This should be after volume 23, because that's whenever it's placed in the box set. It's with the second box set, but there's that. Skypiea is really good. I like it a lot in the manga, but in the anime it's kind of lackluster, and a lot of people don't like it at all. But it's really fun, especially on reread or rewatch, because you don't really have to worry about getting into everything. Ending off in Baroque Works, which really expands the world. Skypiea is just like, it feels like kind of a filler arc, even though it's really not. So, you know, whatever. Then we have Water 7. Water 7 is by far one of the greatest arcs in One Piece. Or sagas, sorry. It covers 2 arcs, I think. I think it's 2 arcs, but there's Water 7 and Enies Lobby, and those are like the 2 to name inside of the saga. But 32 to 45. 32 to 45. Very good stuff. It's really good. There's not really much to say about it without spoiling a lot, but Frankie's amazing. Usopp and Robin, all the stuff that happens with them is really well written, and I can't talk enough about it. It's just really, really good. Moving on, we have 46 to 49, which is Thriller Bark, and after 46 is actually when the second box set ends, and I don't know how to say that word, but I think it's the Toriko. No, it's One Piece X Dragon Ball X Toriko. Okay, whatever. But there's that. I haven't read that yet. I also haven't read the Strong World up here, but I have read the Romance Dawn. But Thriller Bark in the anime, pacing isn't great, but the manga, I really enjoyed it. I think that the art was really cool to look at. I really liked the fight. If you want to know the summary of the arc, well, nothing happened. That's not going to make sense to everyone, but if you get the joke, you're elite. Then we have Sabaody. Sabaody, I think it's 51 to 53, and it's definitely when One Piece starts really picking up and getting into the climax of Arc 1. Because from Sabaody all the way to Volume 60, it's all picking up, and then it just doesn't stop the entire time. And so we have Sabaody, really good stuff. The ending of it, really great. Impel Down, a lot of people like this arc. It's not really my favorite arc. It's not really for me, but I did really enjoy it. Whenever I was first reading One Piece, this is when I took my first hiatus with the series, Volume 55. I paused for like a week or so. It was right after I took a science exam in 8th grade. And then I had Paramount War. Paramount War is so good. Oh my god. The anime, I've heard it's better in the anime. I haven't really seen the anime adaptation for it yet, but Paramount War is really fucking good. And, there's not really much I can say about it besides that without spoiling a lot. There's that one big event that everyone likes to talk about, that sad part. Yeah, that got me. Then, this is where One Piece, a lot of people start to either dislike it, or it becomes their favorite series. New World. Fishman Island in the anime is not great, but it's still fine. They added a lot of filler for the Hody fight, I've heard. I haven't watched it yet, though. This is all just what other people have told me. And the manga, I enjoyed it. Then we have all the other stuff in New World. I'm kind of slow right now. I think it's... Okay. I'm pretty sure it's Punk Hazard, which I liked. Punk Hazard just really a setup for Dressrosa, though. So then we have Dressrosa, which is very long, a little bit too long. Then we have Zoe, Whole Cake Island, and... Zoe's pretty short, not much to say about that. But Whole Cake Island is very good. It was one I think it's actually my second favorite arc, because what really dethrones it is, okay, then we have Reverie, but I'm not gonna talk about that because that's a bunch of spoilers. Fucking Wano, everything in part 2 of One Piece leads up to Wano, and it's just so fucking good because everything's coming together. There's 94 volumes out right now. I only have up to 93. But I think they're around Act 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are right in Act 2 of Wano. And we're probably around the climax of Act 3 if you read it weekly, which I do. Join the One Piece Discord server, by the way. Then we have One Punch Man, Volume 1 to 18. Okay, One Punch Man, I watched the anime, and I really enjoyed it. And then I watched Season 2, and I fucking hated it. But then someone named my friend Mai from the One Piece Discord, they're a mod, they told me to give the manga a shot, so I did. I really liked it. I ended up buying the first 18 volumes. I haven't read it physically, but I know that they add, extra chapters or something, so I'll have to go to that someday. But I also read the webcomic. Fuck, holy shit. The webcomic, it was pretty good. So, One Punch Man, if you haven't read it, read it. Not much to say, besides it has amazing art. Actually, so, yeah, the art is really, really detailed and good. That was not a good example. I don't know what the fuck kind of page I just flipped to, but it was not great. Here we have Beastars. I watched the anime. I have not read the manga, but I got told to restart when I do, so I'm going to do that. But I have volumes 1 through 4, plan to get to that eventually, whatever. Konosuba. Okay, I watched Konosuba before my 9th grade, or my freshman year of high school. I watched the first 2 seasons and the OVAs, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I decided to buy the light novels. I haven't read them yet, though. I read light novel volume 1 in, a few days. That was pretty good, but I haven't touched it besides that. Dr. Stone, I've read all the stuff that volumes 1 through 7 covers, and I actually started reading Dr. Stone in 8th grade before the anime was even a thing. And it only had, 30-so chapters, but I dropped it. I don't know why. I have this weird thing where I drop a bunch of series. I don't really do it much anymore, but, whatever. Volume 7 was really good. I need to pick up more of this, definitely. Berserk. Oh my god, I only have Volume 2. And this is the Black Swordsman arc. I need to collect stuff from Conviction, from Golden Age, from Millennium Falcon. Maybe not Fantasia, but I haven't read that yet, so I don't know. But I heard it's not that great. But I definitely need to get more Berserk. Actually, eventually I plan to have the entire series, but that's going to be a while from now. Have a few Bleach 3-in-1s. I have the first 48 volumes of Bleach. Bleach, what can I say about Bleach? Bleach, I liked it. it's not good, but it's subjectively a really enjoyable manga in my opinion. But Red is probably going to say, Red Trail 78 from the One Piece server, he's probably going to fucking give me a whole paragraph once I said that, which he has before, but it should have ended after volume 48. It really should have. By the way, I got the first 2 box sets. I'm not going to get the third because everything after volume 48 is garbage. It's dog shit. It's fucking 1-star level tier. It's really bad. Volume 48's last panel, it would have been a really good ending. It would have been really satisfying, but they kept it going with the Fullbring arc. That was okay. Then everyone thinks, like, oh, 1,000-Year Blood War can't be that bad. Then they read it, and they're like, it's that bad. That's exactly what I went through. I remember saying, like, oh, it can't be that bad. I'm probably going to enjoy it. A lot of people don't like Arrancar, but that was my favorite arc. And it was bad. It was really bad. It was unbelievably bad. I sped read the last 40 chapters of the series. I don't regret it at all. The last arc was fucking awful, and in my headcanon, it ends after volume 48. Moving up, we have Vinland Saga, the hardcover editions. These each cover 2 shit, I need to hold my phone in a better way. These each cover 2 volumes of the Vinland Saga tankobons. I haven't read any Vinland Saga yet, but I heard that I should watch the anime, then read it from chapter 1, which is probably what I'm going to do. I need to read this. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the stuff that I have, not really on the first shelf, but in the rest of my shelves, I haven't read a lot of it or watched the anime for it. I just bought it for some reason, because I used to spend all my money on manga, which is what I want to do now, but actually things I plan on reading. So, I'm going to get to all this stuff eventually, but Vinland Saga I've heard great things about. I can say I really do like the hardcovers. Kodansha really outdid themselves because fucking fairy tale. I'm not saying the content of the series is because Kodansha, because that's not true at all. It's the mangaka. But Kodansha's softcover things, their paperbacks, they're fucking garbage, and they always, pages fall out, and they're really bad. And I hate them, but these hardcovers are great. And I remember whenever they first started coming out, they were actually, I remember hearing that if enough people didn't buy them, they were going to get chopped. So, pretty glad that didn't happen, because I'm definitely going to enjoy these whenever I read them, and I'm going to keep collecting them. Radiant. Radiant. I read the first 2 volumes. Radiant was pretty good, but it's not good at the same time. I read this back whenever my taste was really bad, before the One Piece Discord refining me to what I am today. It's fucking bad, but I do plan on reading it eventually and watching the anime. It's like 42 episodes or something, but it looks like it'll be pretty enjoyable even if it's bad. Okay, that's enough to say about Radiant, though, because I can't give it really a good opinion until I finish it. But at the same time, the releases are whack. I've heard bad things, and that's what I'm going to base my opinion on for now. Tokyo Ghoul got volumes 1 through 14. This is all of Tokyo Ghoul, but not Re. I don't have any of Re. But I got this through the box set for like $40. It was a great deal, and I loved it so much. Tokyo Ghoul is definitely a top-tier manga, but the anime, I cannot say the same. I think these are Viz Sigs, and I like those. I really like Viz Sigs. But of course, they have really good art. There's a bonus chapter in volume 7 or something like that, maybe 5, something. It's around here. It's definitely in these first 9, but there's a bonus chapter. It was pretty good. It gave more about Reize, I think. Is that girl's name? I haven't read this in a while, but I'm not going to read Re. I don't have a desire to. I've heard bad things, and I tried to. It was just really boring. I couldn't get into it. And the CCG stuff was the stuff that I disliked most about Tokyo Ghoul, so that's really what's turning me off from it. Alright, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? This got an anime, and these are light novels. I haven't read them yet. I'm not going to say anything, but it's an isekai, I think, so probably pretty bad, but, I'll review that once I read it. Toradora light novels. I really love the Toradora anime. Light novels are fucking garbage. Moving on. Sword Art Online 1 and 2. These are light novels. Okay, so Sword Art Online's bad, but I do like how the light novels expand upon the anime, because I did enjoy the anime despite it being pretty bad. And these just give more about monologues and details on the series and what's going on. And I think there's a few side stories, so I can't really complain much about that. But of course, it's SAO, so there's already reason to complain. Okay, next we have JoJo Part 1. JoJo, I really love JoJo, but I also have a love-hate relationship. It took me years to watch JoJo. I started whenever I was really young, probably like 11 or 12, and it took me till I was 14 to finish Part 5. And then I dropped Part 6, but I'm going to pick it up eventually. Part 1, anime is not great. I really like the manga for Part 1. I've read it like 3 times, but the last time I read it in a day, and it was over a year ago at this point, so I definitely need to reread. Part 2, I think I've read all of it, but it was definitely not in one swift read through. I think I read Volume 2, then Volume 1, then 3 and 4, but I watched the entire anime in order, so I'm good. Part 3, I do not like. I really like the manga for Part 3. But the anime has really bad pacing, in my opinion. And I guess it's pretty similar. I just think the manga gives off a different tone, which makes it much easier to read. But they stretched it for so fucking long. I don't care about the random stand battles. Some of them didn't really add much to the plot. And after a while, it just got really tedious to read and watch. And it took me over a year, actually, to get through Part 3. But then I only have one volume, Part 4, but I watched all of Part 4. Part 4 is my favorite part thus far. Then Part 5, I also loved, and I watched that. But I think I read the last, 20 chapters, but whatever, still. I did that I watched all of Part 4 and Part 5 within 2 school weeks. And that's rare for me, because 78 episodes of anime, that's not very common for me. I get burnt out a lot. It takes me a while to get through stuff. Then we have Black Clover. Haven't read Black Clover. Plan on reading it. It looks pretty cool. Even though I know it's not a great series according to a lot of people, I still plan on reading it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Actually, I used to be caught up. This is about where I dropped it, but I got this volume after I dropped it. I dropped it over a year ago at this point, but there's that. My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia's anime is really high quality. The manga's alright. I think it's one of the only good series in Jump right now. That's for sure. So, it has that, but I don't really enjoy it because of the fandom. Before I go on to Fairy Tail, we have my box sets. So we have One Piece 1 through 3, Bleach box set 2. I have the other Bleach box set in my closet, which I'm not going to go in because it's really messy. Same with Tokyo Ghoul box set, and also a Naruto box set. Yeah, Naruto box set 3 in my closet, but I have box set 2 there. Fairy Tail volumes 1 to 22. I think this covers to Edelas or whatever it's called. I've only seen the anime up to here. I've seen 69 episodes of the anime, and I didn't do that on purpose. It wasn't intentional, but whatever, Omega Lol, whatever you want. Fairy Tail. I've really enjoyed the anime, but it's just not good. I'm going to finish it at some point, and hopefully the last arc isn't as bad as people say, because I don't want it to be like Bleach, because in my eyes, nothing can get worse than the last arc of Bleach. Re:Zero, or what the fuck, Eden Zero, 1 through 5. Haven't read it, plan on it. It's getting an anime soon. Cool. I've heard it's worse than Fairy Tail, according to the people in the One Piece Discord, but, I guess I'll have to see for myself. Hentai. Death Note All-in-One Edition. I haven't read Death Note or watched it yet, except for, the first 6 episodes, but I plan on getting to it. I'm not going to read it through the All-in-One Edition, because this edition sucks ass for reading. It's like a fucking Bible. You can see through each page to the next one. It's just really, I don't feel like dealing with that. I'm probably just going to read it colored online. Pokemon Adventures 1 through 3, got this in 4th grade. Don't remember much, except that I enjoyed it. Moving on. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, remember enjoying this, got it at a book fair in 5th grade. Moving on. Fullmetal Alchemist 1 through 4. I watched the first 40-something episodes of the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood anime, and then I dropped it and finished it off in the manga by speed reading, which I'm ashamed of. I plan on going back and finishing the Brotherhood anime, finishing the 03 anime, and reading the entire manga. I'll probably do it physically through the box set, but I have these. The 3-in-1s, I don't like them at all. I feel like the paper quality is, I don't really want to get copyrighted, so I won't show too much. The paper quality isn't as good, in my opinion, and they're really flimsy. I feel like, what the fuck, hold on, guys. The singles, they're much, like, I feel like they look better. I really like the cover art, I really like the spines, I really like the back, and I think they look much better, so I'm not going to get the 3-in-1s. But there's that. Here is Taite Kubo, or whatever his name is, Zombie Powder. He wrote this before Bleach when he was extremely depressed. I really like it. I probably enjoyed Bleach way more, but it's only 4 volumes. It's completed, but it ends off on a big cliffhanger, really. So it's not really completed, but there's that. It's like 27 chapters. It's worth a read if you haven't. It's like a one-day thing. I started it like a random day in my freshman year. I got bored, decided to start reading it. Like the first chapter, just finished it. Took me a few hours. Wasn't that great, wasn't that bad. Gave it like a 6. It's probably much worse than that, though, objectively. Okay, in 4th grade, I loved Naruto, and I collected the volume, I think it was 21 or something, but I really just loved Naruto, and I would read it all the time with my friend Murphy, and we would talk about it, and I really enjoyed it. It was a big part of my childhood. Now, I'm going to try to watch one episode of the anime every day. I'm on, like, episode 9 right now. I watched episode 8 today. And, it's pretty good. I just don't like how all the new weebs and all the weeblets are really getting into it. I feel like that's a really stupid, like, elitist thing to say. But I don't like how they call it the best thing ever. I don't think that's true. And I don't know what to say. I really enjoy it, but at the same time, my enjoyment is kind of hindered due to that. But whatever. I have 1 to 27, which is part 1. Then I have 28 to 72, which is all of part 3. Here I have pilot chapter, which is garbage. And then I have the bonus story, which I have not read. But I speed read 49 to 72 in one day in 8th grade. So I have completed it, but I don't really count that because I speed read. I'm going to finish the anime with all filler and stuff. Then I'm going to do a quick read through of the manga in like a couple days. So there's that. Dragon Ball 3-in-1. Don't like 3-in-1s, especially the Dragon Ball ones. They're really fucking garbage. Who made these? The covers are shit. They're really flimsy in quality. Oh my god. Hold on, let me put this back real quick. But they're just really bad. But then we have the Viz Big 3-in-1s, and these are fucking god tier. So whenever Dragon Ball was first releasing, Jump was a different magazine than it is now. Or I guess it was the same, but it was formatted differently. They could have entire colored chapters, especially for Dragon Ball because of how big it was. So, the VizBigs, they have all the chapters that are colored in their entirety, which I really like. And, I've read all of these before, 1 through 5, which is just the original Dragon Ball. It's like 3, 6, 9, 12... It's 16 volumes. I've read all of this, but I'm not going to put that on my Annie list because it was a while ago, so I don't really remember it, so I don't really count it. But I really love Dragon Ball Part 1. But Dragon Ball Z, I really can't say the same. It's a different thing now. It's not as good, but it's definitely still kind of enjoyable on, like, a rainy day or something. Dragon Ball Super doesn't exist, and it's fucking garbage. We're not going to talk about that. Jujutsu Kaisen. I plan on reading this soon, and it's getting an anime. So I'm definitely going to have to go through that. So I can't really say much about it now, but I really, 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 I'm very excited for it. Attack on Titan Volume 1. I want to get more of Attack on Titan, definitely, because I've watched the first 3 seasons of the anime, and it was so good. Season 3 Part 2 is phenomenal. Definitely a 9.5 or 9.7. It was a 10 for a while, but I don't think that's true. I don't really think it's a 10, but it's definitely a very high rating. And it deserves at least above a 9. I want to get more of it. I really need to catch up to the manga. It's going to end in a few months anyways, so hopefully I'll be doing that. Naruto Box Set 3. Now, I have some Batman comics, Walking Dead comics, some volumes of Shonen Jump, some Japanese shit. We're going to move on to my anime shelf. Here's my dog. My anime shelf does not have nearly as much as my manga shelf, but I have all of Dragon Ball, which I still need to watch. The Dragon Ball movies, don't really need to watch, but I probably will since I own them. All the Dragon Ball Z movies, I got these recently for Christmas. Dragon Ball Z, I'm really just going to run through the Dragon Ball. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to review all this at some point, but don't expect a lot of content on it. We have all the Dragon Ball specials, the other Dragon Ball Z movies, some Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie, GT. Then we have this piece of God's work. Furudate Sensei gave us this fucking Haikyuu Season 1 and the limited edition box set, which isn't really a limited edition because it's been years and you can still buy it, but still, it's more of a special edition. This costs like $100-something. I think it's like $200 actually, but it's so fucking good and it's so worth it. And I love Haikyuu so much. And the manga just recently ended and I read it all. I definitely need to buy the manga, so expect to see that in manga pickup videos. But Haikyuu's just fucking god tier, and I love it so much. Moving on, we have One Piece. Just the first 8 collections. This covers episode 1 to 205, which is, I think, the end of the Skypiea arc, which I'm definitely going to watch all that at some point. Right now, I'm, like, on collection 2, about to get to collection 3 in the anime, but of course I'm caught up to the manga. Then we have One Piece Stampede. I really enjoyed this film. It was really fucking good, actually, and I plan to rewatch it dubbed sometime and maybe even review it. But I got it the day that the Blu-ray came out, and I really enjoyed it. Soul Eater, the complete series. Sadly, I asked my mom to get this for me on Blu-ray, but she got it for me on DVD for Christmas. And, you know, I'm not complaining. Now I have the complete series, but it's just 720p opposed to 1080p on Blu-ray. I'm definitely going to watch all of this and review it at some point, but that's not going to be anytime soon because I have other shit to watch. Garbage, or not that bad, but pretty trash. This is fucking garbage. Route A can go die. I haven't watched this because it's probably worse than Route A, but probably garbage too. One Punch Man Season 1 Limited Edition set. This is a really good set. It has the Blu-ray. I'll show you actually. So, quick slip cover. We have the fat-ass Blu-ray here. Blu-ray and DVD. We have all these art cards. Some of this is spoilers, so I'm only going to briefly go through them. We have this One Punch Man notes thing, and it's just a bunch of extra stuff about One Punch Man, and it actually has chapter 1 of the manga in the back. And very high quality. And Anti-Disaster Measures Hero Association. So there's that. I'm not going to put the way right now because that's going to have to make me put the camera down for a bit. Then I have My Hero Academia Season 1 Limited Edition set. I haven't finished Season 1 of My Hero, but I have in the manga, and it's really, I really like it. I think it's really high quality. And I was watching it in the dub, and My Hero definitely has a great dub. A bunch of Star Wars shit that I don't watch. Family Guy, fucking Mission Impossible, Harry Potter, The Office, whatever. That's that. It actually wraps up my manga and anime collection, but I do want to show some other stuff over here shortly. Actually, over there, I have some posters. I have the Trunks, the Chopper, and the Zoro plushie. Some Star Wars shit. I don't really watch Star Wars. One Punch Man Saitama figure. Got that for Easter from my mom. A Luffy Pop. A Frieza and Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure. Some other Dragon Ball stuff. The My Hero Academia notebook that came with the limited edition Season 1 thing. Over here, I got this drawing from Comic Con 2014 from somebody. I have a Broly thing. A Deku thing. This looks fucking stupid. I don't know who made this, but it looks retarded. Then I have a Cell thing. I got this in like 3rd grade before I even watched Dragon Ball. Let's see. Here I have my messy ass setup with like Nutri-Grain bar crumbs everywhere. But down here I have a Blu-ray, DVD player. I have a PS4. I have the headset, the mic, the Anpro 2, the Glorious Model O. My setup's powered by a MacBook, so it's kind of sus, but we have my MacBook, which I use for Discord. I have my G Fuel, my Switch, my cable box, and my second monitor, which I'm watching ReZero on right now. I'm rewatching it so I can give y'all a review. But, you know, that's just my setup. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Definitely plan to see more from me in the future. I'll be showing y'all all my pickups. I get $25 a week, which I'm going to be spending all on manga and anime. I'm probably going to be buying the ReZero anime on Blu-ray, and then probably the light novels and manga. Then after that, I'll hop into Haikyuu or something like that. So definitely expect to see more of me in the future. Tell me what I should collect in the comments, what y'all think of my collection in the comments, and how it can improve my videos. And I'll definitely read and respond to all the comments that I get. So I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.